Hey girl, I want to catch your wave, and welcome back to Finway Productions, where today, I think we're finally getting down to it. Chapter's called The Truth. Yep. Um, um, yeah, I don't really know, can't think of any ways he can avoid it, so, and I also don't know any ways he can draw out this story for 12 more chapters, but, as I said before, that's for us to figure out later. And also, at the end of this video, I want to stick around till the end of the video because I want to talk about something. But for right now, let's get into chapter 20, The Truth. We all entered the clouds, seeing a patient who was sitting there. Pegasus really had an annoyed look on her face, and she sat on her hunter, tapping her foot against the hardwood floor. Yeah, I don't think making them annoyed, like I said last time, I don't think making them annoyed is good for something like this. Went to the unicorn really wanted it. She directed her attention to her eye. To her, why do I just make words in a sentence up? Can somebody explain that to me? Do I have do I have my dumb or something? Well, I am dumb, but well, whatever. Let's just get. She directed her attention to her eyebrows furrowed and a frown on her face. Alright, we're inside. Nobody else is around, just the two of us, she said, a twinge of anger in her voice. What do you want to tell me that's so important it couldn't wait till after the storm? She slowly made her way in front of the food, her eyes focused on the ground, all the while she searched her heart for the proper way of telling her the truth. There was no way of knowing it. There was no way out of it now. She slowly began to let it out. Well, you see, it's like this, she said, beginning to feel very hesitant in her words. I needed to tell you the truth about something. About something. Okay, who were you thinking about? About what? She closed her eyes, feeling the tears beginning to well up. It was one of the parts she feared, telling her that she had lied about the whole thing. I don't think crying would be the first thing that would come to my mind in something like this. Wait. I mean, that's a girl thing. No, that's not bad. That's not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying maybe that is just maybe girls go to that first. I sorta, dash, or just one dash, but she began to say, before she went against herself and blurted out, I lied to you about Scott. I lied to you about Scott. Scott's kind of a cool name, though. Well, actually, no. Scott is the whitest name, ever. Now, that's not, I'm saying, I know, man, I'm getting kind of, too, I don't know what the word for that, I can't think of the word for it right now, in this video. That's not to be racist, but you have to admit, Scott's kind of a white guy name. After she spoke those words, she squeezed her eyes shut, thinking that the Pegasus was going to say something hurtful to her. I mean, if you're friends, I wouldn't really think so. I lie to my friends all the time, and they don't care. She braced herself for whether her friend was about to lash out at her. However, the mood instantly changed when she heard small chuckles coming from Fu. Confused, she was slightly opened one eye to see that she was attempting to hold back laughter. What part of this was she finding funny? I mean, kind of funny. Let me guess, she said, still trying to hide her smile. There's nobody named Scott, is there? Blowing her head, blowing her head in shame, she nodded her to the answer to the question. Immediately, unable to contain herself anymore, broke out in uncontrollable laughter. As she did, too, you couldn't help but raise an eyebrow and wonder what she found funny about this. I knew it, she said. It wasn't that hard to figure it out. She was being way too weird about it, you know. I just knew you made the whole thing up. I just knew it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's twice she repeated the same thing. I knew it, and then I just knew, and I just knew it. I mean, is it really that necessary to repeat that much? You, but I, huh? It's buttered as you got to her. How, of course, does she know already? What exactly does she know already? Well, like I said, if you just took a moment and thought on the way you acted about the whole situation, you'd know it's not that hard to tell. But I guess I'm kind of calling people who believed stupid, which I don't doubt that they are. Because fucking courses. But, yeah. Eventually, the reflector calmed enough for her to answer her unasked question. The way you've been acting, the way you kept avoiding the topic, how you managed to prevent everybody from meeting him, I just knew there was something fishy about the whole thing. Sorry, I couldn't swallow for a second. It kind of creeped me out. Anybody has a crush on anybody wouldn't act the way you did. It's too obvious. I see. A fellow person of intellect. She was in silence for her to compose herself from all the laughing. After she managed to calm her laughter down, silence dawned on the both of them. The only thing that could be heard was small patting of the raindrops that began to fall outside. Soon, the smile on her face turned to one of a serious look. She decided to ask the most obvious question. Why didn't you make the whole thing up? She asked, noticing that Weevil wasn't looking at her. Why did you say you had a crush on somebody when you really didn't? Attention? I mean, I don't know how it goes like this, but I would assume that having a sister as your kind of parent, you kind of want attention. Probably wouldn't get much, but I mean, I don't know how much attention her sister gives her. I don't. Heck, the one thing that's been the worst part of this whole story is that I don't know what half the characters look like. So I just have to visualize for myself. Now, I assume the two characters he provided for the cover art were the two, main people in the story. And I would hope that's who they were. Hope it's not like Food Fight where the product placements take the front seat, but and I don't want to look any of them up. I don't care enough to, because it makes it harder on me. And making it harder on me makes better content for you guys. So yeah. His heart began racing at the moment her questions left her friend's mouth. This was the other part she feared. Told her about her feelings for her. Actually, she said, looking at the ground, I didn't make the whole thing up. Huh? I was so confused, Coco said. Isn't that what you just said? There wasn't a person named Scott? That's true, she said, her voice low and soft now. There is nobody named Scott, but I do have a crush on somebody. With an eyebrow raised, Lulu cocked her head and said, Wait, what you're saying is you have a crush on somebody, but there's nobody named Scott, right? Without saying anything, Philly nodded. Then her heart stopped, and the one question asked the ultimate question, one that she knew was the heaviest of them all. So if Scott was just made up, who do you have a crush? And you do have a crush on somebody. And who do you have a crush on? And why do you need to tell me all this in private? Why not tell Alan? Well, maybe she finds you the most trustworthy. Or, why am I addressing you in a you? That wasn't good. Pretend like I never said that. I did not just address them as you. Okay? Maybe they put the most trust in that person. That was weird, but better than, addressing them like I was talking to them. Ugh. was that moment that she did the only thing that her heart told her to do. Following your heart is not always the greatest thing to do. She slowly looked into Paradise Valley before her and looked into her eyes. The moment she did, the feeling from before began coursing through her entire body. The world came to a standstill as she looked into her friend's eyes. She found herself standing on her legs now, not taking her eyes. Were you not already standing? Were you sitting? I don't think he ever said sitting, but that's not important. That's just a nitpick that I have to make with the story because you guys decided, or in fact, Joey, who suggested the story. Yes, I remember your name because how could I forget? Put me through this. And if you guys can't tell, this story is hella hard to make fun of. Besides an obvious, like, grammar and spelling mistakes, because of obvious reasons. Like, I mean, yeah, you can make fun of it for obvious reasons, like the fact that reasons I shouldn't need to say. But it's like, I have to make these small nitpicks just because I don't want to just make it seem like I'm just reading. Because, trust me, I don't want to be reading this any more than you think I do. In fact, I was standing on her legs now, not taking her eyes off her friend. She was confused at her strange behavior, but that didn't matter. What was wrong now? All that mattered was what was happening in the moment. She didn't care about what she was doing, nor did she really. She didn't care. She didn't know what she was doing, nor did she really care. How do you not know what you're doing? What? However, what she didn't know was something that not even she expected to happen. Before either of them could say something, Fiona took a few steps forward, closed her eyes tightly, and placed her lips against Lulu's. Excuse me? I don't think that's the way you do that. The kiss didn't go any further than the connection of her lips. It was like more like a butterfly kiss, but not on the cheek. What? What is this? What is this? Seconds turned into centuries. If we were staying in the same position, even moving an inch. I thought, did they just stand there, just staring at each other? She tightly closed her eyes. Okay. Her tightly closed eyes began to ease themselves. They didn't open, they were forced shut. Her shallow breathing soon eased to a normal, and her rapid heart slowed to its normal pace. Everything about the action was wrong. Dang right, it was wrong. Damn right it was wrong. Yes, what just happened? What is this? Wrong because they were young, wrong because they were silly, wrong because she did it without warning. However, none of that seemed to matter. To not her. It was wrong, but it felt so right. I kissed a girl and I liked it. I know. Felt so wrong, it felt so right. Why do I know the lyrics to that song? Is it raining? Holy shit, I think it's raining. Why didn't my brother match this story? Oh, shit. Dropped my phone, I'm sorry. My phone doesn't have a case on it, but right now. So it's kind of slippery. As it felt as if it belonged there. In that moment, together in the truth, she wanted to release her from her much sooner than now, but she was too wrapped up in the tune just to pull herself away. I thought you said they already did. Excuse me? My dumb brain can't comprehend this, okay? You made this too confusing for me. Everything just vanished so hardly. Soon she found herself feeling pain in her shoulders. Then she felt herself being forced away from her blue, almost as somebody was tugging from behind her. Finally, she felt pain above her spine and back and of her head. The impact of her head sent waves of pain causing her nose, causing her to clutch at her shoulders. It was like that in the moment she realized what happened. Ooh, shoved her away. Oh my god, that was rough. Oh my, oh, sounds like something me and my friends would do. Well, no, not no. That sounded weird. No, like kill each other, like try to kill each other. I pushed my friend off the top bunk of a bed one time, and then he hit me with a wooden sword. And both of those probably hurt. Both of those hurt really bad, I bet. She found herself lying against the floor, her head against the wall behind her. Ah, that hurt. That sounds like that hurt. Ugh. She opened her eyes as best she could, since the pain in her nose was preventing them from opening all the way. Wow. Oh my god. The second that she did, she wished she hadn't. For her eyes widened, slightly twitching. Oh no. What is happening? What is this? What is this? I think I'm going crazy. The look on. I just all of a sudden had this thought. The story told her to follow her heart, and she followed her heart and kissed her, and she got rejected, and that just makes me think of shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name. Yeah. My homies, if you know that, real G's know what I'm talking about with that. Or the look on her face was one of horror and disgust. Oh no. Rejected. Like she was looking at an ugly insect. One that needed to be killed immediately. That's an odd analogy, but I assume it fits. Or I guess it fits. Your heart slowly sank in the realization that began to hitting her. The look on her face was directed at her. She knew it all. She practically shouted, "What are you doing?" Slowly recuperating. Ooh, that's vocabulary right there. From the pain, she stood up and said, She stopped in mid-sentence as she watched the ghost began to back away from her, all the while the look never leaving her face. "Stay back," she said, backing into the wall behind her. "Just stay away from me." Oh my gosh. She's a dick. Oh my gosh. This is... What is that thing? I always hear somebody say, I don't remember who it is. It's like rejected with extreme prejudice or something. Tears began welling up inside the young princess. She looked into her friend's eyes. The feeling she felt was holding her in the moment, but the look on the princess's face made her heart sink. The longer she looked into them, the more it sank into her body, causing tears to stream in the corner of her eyes. It was pretty obvious what was happening now. Although she didn't want to believe it, she had no choice but to accept the obviousness of the truth. Ghoul was rejecting her. I, she started to say. She slowly clutched to the poor story true string from her eyes. She didn't know what to do or say. What do you say in a situation like that? All she knew was that she needed to get away. Run away and never look back. Runaway train never coming back. Wrong way on a one-way track. Why am I singing so many... Well, I'm not singing, but talking so many songs. What were you thinking? She asked, her eyes still wide and heart racing. How could you do that? And why would... Dogs go across tears coming from sweet eyes. She stopped in mid-sentence, as it all started to become clearer and clearer. Is she apparently not a fellow of intellect. Apparently she's stupid. She began piecing together everything that she already knew with what she was just told. She was told she had found somebody, but nobody named Scott. But somebody... She also said she needed a doctor in private. Then seemingly out of nowhere, everyone kisses her. Let's put all the pieces together. All she could do was feel guilt, sorrow, and confusion. Well, I was letting us assume it's a little too late for that now. Because everything was happening all at once, it was hard for her to tell which feelings she felt more. For the disgust had completely vanished from her face, and all she was left with a blank stare that clearly meant confusion. Her voice fell into a low whisper. Are you, am I? The two of them stared at each other for several seconds. Tears streamed down Will's eyes as she began breathing heavily. Man, we're almost at 20 minutes here. Why is this episode so long? Neither of them knew what to say to each other. Neither of them knew what to do. Worst part of all was the longer they stared at each other, the more the pain and fear rose. And he took a step forward and said, "Real eye. I'm sorry, Scoots." The unicorn said in a whisper, "I'm so sorry." Before the actually could say anything more, Hagen turned to the door of the clubhouse and began running away, faster than her legs could take her. Scoot quickly ran to the doorway of the clubhouse and began calling out to her, hoping she'd hear her call. I mean, even if she heard, I doubt she'd turn around. Well, she shouted as loud as she could. "See a light come back." I mean, I wouldn't. I'd be out of there. I'd be out of that bitch. Granted, I wouldn't take that route. Whether it was because of the distance she had gone or the interference of the rain pouring down, disrupting her hearing, or that she was simply just ignoring it, she couldn't stop running. She ran until there was nothing more but a white blow fading over the horizon. What have I done? She whispered to herself, tears beginning to stream from the corner of her eye. What have I done? With nothing left to say or do besides get home. That's not in the story, but that should be. This was the only thing she could do. She sat on her haunches in the door of the clubhouse, leaned against the frame, and continued to cry. Now we're about to say this. I'm going to have to wrap this up quickly because this video is really long. But, for one thing, that's not the route I would take to go about telling somebody that. But, as the author likes to say, hindsight's 2020. Yes, I went there. And also, here's what I was going to address at the end of the video. I've had people at school, few people at school know about my channel because it's kind of cringy, but talk about editing, and, well, right now, this doesn't need editing. What do you want me to put in there? Just, like, pictures? But as you guys know, I don't think a Chromebook can really edit that well, and so, until I can get my hands, like, I get enough money that I can buy a computer that can edit, these are, like, the only videos you'll be seeing. I'm sorry, that's just the way it has to be. But yeah. This is Finway Productions, signing out.